Alright, the Line Whisperer back for college football championship weekend. That's how quickly the week is gone. The year is gone. Just seems like yesterday I was getting my Stanford Northwestern win and that Oregon Auburn loss. Still probably both the best unbelievable cover or unexpected cover and a bad beat at the same time. So I got some picks for this weekend coming up. Some teams I like. The usual suspects that have been winning me money all year, like Utah and Clemson. LSU, been great, doing great jobs covering all year. But first, let's recap this profitable and prosperous last 9 weeks. So, let's begin. So, before we get to the conference picks, we're going to get a recap of the last 9 weeks of prosperity. And if you've been watching this, you can see these were not all after the fact. These are these glorious Microsoft Paint pictures that I do, that I send out every Thursday or Friday, that I posted on here, and that I also send to my friends. So everything was turning around as soon as I focused on Cookie. So that's why we're going to focus this on Cookie right here. So I'm going to be listing my 9 glorious bets here, which I was calling my big days, big plays bets. These are my absolute number one locks. Why else would I go on Google and search for images of the football helmets and their logos, unless I really was confident in them. You're going to see 9 of them throughout this. 9. I went 8-1. 8-1 in picking these right. Most of them were laughers, too. The only loss was Pittsburgh. Screw Pittsburgh. The rest was awesome. Started from Cincinnati, playing UCLA on a Thursday night. And then we rolled into Central Michigan. That's when I started getting my small school love. Went with them. They did well for me. Minnesota, the Golden Gophers, back in October. I was on that wagon early. They went into Rutgers and laid the smack down on them. At some point, that's when I lost Pittsburgh. Oh, well. Can't win them all. Thankfully, I only lost one. And it came right back. We went to Louisiana, Lafayette, back to small school. Raging Cajun time. One of my favorites. Love Louisiana. And then Illinois, another very prosperous winner for me throughout the year against Michigan State. Michigan State, 14-point underdogs. Down 28-3 at half. And they come back and win outright. I was a little nervous in that one at half, but they did the job and came back and won. And then we ended the season with Florida going down to Missouri. It was beautiful. Florida defense was too strong. And they won that one. Somewhat handily by the fourth quarter. Usually by the fourth quarter, these were handily over. I went for the Utah Utes. They've been very profitable for me too this year, 2 weeks ago. I love the Utah Utes. They easily covered. They were a 24-point favorite against Arizona. Smoked them. And then finally, Clemson. Took them against South Carolina as a 28.5-point favorite. And they wiped the floor of them. I think it was 38-3. So that was really a slow progression. That one took a little longer. But Clemson, I won with them throughout the year too. I had them against NC State, and they were 42-0 at half. That team's a machine. So the lesson learned here is find the machine and stick with it. And then find when a good team that you like is playing a crap team, or when 2 crap teams are playing like Illinois, Michigan State, take the points, especially when it's 14. So there we go. There it is, all 9 games. Went 8-1. And then in each of them, I offer 2 bonus. And this bonus, that's 27 picks total that I took with the big days, big plays. I went 19, 7-1. 19-7-1. I could retire and make a career off of that. So there's your Line Whisperer for you. Had a great season. Great year. Now let's see what we like for college football conference championships, baby. So now for the college football conference championships. First game I like is Utah. Again, I'm sticking with my my Utah winner. -6.5. It's Friday night against Oregon. I like the -6.5 in San Francisco. I think Oregon has been a little bit of a fraud lately. Utah is the 5 team with 1 loss. I think Georgia's going to lose to LSU. And they have to win by at least 30 points against Oregon. Because if Oklahoma wins convincingly, they're going to leapfrog them, and they know that. So they got to win They're going to win by at least 7. And I think they'll win by 20, 24. They're going to lay the smackdown. Utah was in the championship game last year and lost to Washington. They're going to learn from that. They're going to be back, and they're going to lay the smackdown on Oregon. It's a fraud team anyway. So the first bet I like this week is the Utah Utes. And the second game I like this week, there's only 2 games I like. First is Utah Utes. The second, the Ohio State Buckeyes. We're going to go minus 16 playing Wisconsin. I think they're in Indianapolis. The Buckeyes are a steamrolling team. They're going to want to keep that 1 seed because they don't want to play Clemson. If LSU wins, they want to keep that 1 seed and play whatever 1-loss team they're going to play at the 4 seed. So I think they win this game by at least 20, 21, if not more. Wisconsin stinks. They were a fraud of a team. They beat a slop Minnesota team. That side of the Big Ten stinks as always. So Ohio State lays a smackdown. So that's my number 2 pick for the conference championship weekend. We're going to go Ohio State minus 16 to go along with our Utah minus 6.5. So that's going to wrap up the college football, the regular postings on Thursday and Friday night. From here on out, with college bowl game season coming up and then the NFL season, I'm just going to post as I see fit to when I see some inefficiencies in the market and we can go win some money. So I suggest you subscribe and pay attention. As you can see, I have the track record going behind me that I know what I'm talking about. So let's go out. Let's go win us some money. This has been a great fall 2019 college football season. Let's find some bowl season games and some NFL games, and we'll go from there. Now let's win some money, baby.